University of Lagos Senate followed due process all through. That has been what we've insisted on, and that's exactly what has happened. So the election took place between the two deputy vice chancellors, management services and development services. So at the end of it, the deputy vice chancellor, development services, Professor Folashade Gunshola, won.
Unilag is a brand. We will always recreate ourselves, and as you have witnessed, the process of that recreation had started with this very peaceful conduct. The message is that people's confidence in the university will be rekindled, particularly because, as you have seen, CAM had returned to campus, an acting vice chancellor had been elected. We urge all and sundry to cooperate with the newly elected acting vice chancellor, and also welcome the visitation panel when they eventually arrive, so that every party to this crisis will have an opportunity to say his or her own side of the story.
First, it was a slowdown in growth to 1.87% in the first quarter of 2020 from 2.55% in the fourth quarter of 2019. And now, it's a negative growth of minus 6.1% year on year, a contraction of minus 8%. While both policymakers and economic analysts expected a contraction in the growth rate for the second quarter, no one saw this level of contraction coming, considering the palliatives the government had put in place.
So we have a 2.5 trillion naira equipment to fight a 12 trillion naira contraction. So you can see that the limitations and inadequacy and inappropriateness of the tools compared to the problem we have is it's stark.
Currently, Nigeria is faced with a quadrilemma: high unemployment rate, high inflation rate, weakening naira, and negative growth rate. These investors have already priced in.
What investors will be doing at this time will be trying to study what the body language, or some of the policy responses of government will be to this particular data. Already it was expected, and I don't think there's anybody in government that wasn't expecting that will be negative, even if they don't expect that it will be this significant.
All hopes may not be lost, as many economies expect a recovery from the first quarter of 2021. But that again depends on the actions the policymakers will take going forward.
We had said before it's going to be a U curve, but we are more likely to see a W curve. We need catalysts. And the catalysts are going to come in two forms. One, government expenditure and government investment. Two, private sector investment. We need to now incentivize the private sector. It's not about words anymore. It's not about the ease of doing business. We now need to go back, like the petroleum bill, which is being discussed, the PIB. It's not. We don't have 6 months to wait for the National Assembly. It has to be done like yesterday.
Whether it's a V-shape, a U, or a W-shaped recovery as envisaged by Mr. Ruwane, what the latest GDP numbers are saying is that this is no longer business as usual. This is the time to act right. Chimeze Obiwago, Channels Television News.